Just so people know that whenever I steal this, I want to show you something. See this? Public meeting. See that right here? Public meeting. So it was open to the public. Everything that they discussed was right there in the open. And they memorialized it in writing. Now, let's let's go back up a little bit here. Hold on. So we segue to this, Kevin. We completely forget. Well, I have completely forgotten about this. Here we go.
It showed up just for you.
Yeah, see, it's May 20, 2022. 7:30 a.m. early in the morning.
And
General
no people
business.
did it.
Yeah. So let's go down now and see what were they discussing. Let's go down. Hope we not go too far. Ah, here we go. Voluntary relinquishment. And there it is, people. Somebody named Michelle J. LUCHEY, DDS. That's a dental degree.
Is that
And
Luchy? Luchy?
LUCHEY.
How you pronounce it?
LUCHEY. I think it's LUCHEY.
Okay.
And here's the case number. Anybody can look it up. Can look for the case number. And the issue regarding this individual, I've never met this individual, Michelle J. LUCHEY Charles. Don't know this individual. The issue was about voluntary relinquishment. What does that mean? It means that the person approached the dental board and said, listen, I want to turn in my license. I no longer want to practice in this jurisdiction. I want to turn over my license. Normally, when you do that, they'll say, fine, no problem. They'll take your license, strike you off the rolls, and you finish. Now, look at this. Says, Dr. LUCHEY Charles. They didn't put Dr. Michelle Charles, so I wonder why. Maybe she went by LUCHEY. And I'll show you why they said Dr. LUCHEY Charles and not Dr. Michelle J. LUCHEY Charles. I'll show you why, because this person has been using a whole bunch of names, a combination of names. But it says this doctor was not present. That this doctor was not represented by counsel, because it's a hearing. Voluntary relinquishment. You need to have a lawyer or you show up. Doctor wasn't there, lawyer wasn't there. And it says the department withdrew the voluntary relinquishment. Now, I don't know why. It was the department says we're not going to accept it because they withdrew it. It was presented and they withdrew it. Now, I call up a bunch of dentists. And here's what they told me to a person. They said, whenever you see the department withdrew the voluntary relinquishment, it means that there is something very serious. And they're not going to let you just walk away without addressing the issue. What I'm going to do right now, let me just see. And Kevin, if you, where we're going here. Oh, if you can help me out here. I'm looking for voluntary relinquishment. Let me see if I see it. Voluntary relinquishment. Voluntary relinquishment in dental hearings. All right, let me see. Boom. It's taking a while.
Let me share this video.
Share it to me, because yeah, it means to surrender of a license to practice. That's what it says. It says here, definition, surrender. It means the voluntary relinquishment of a license to practice dentistry or dental hygiene that may be subject to certain conditions set by. Let me see. Let me see something.
Here. Here you go. I'm gonna borrow this and show this. There you go. That's a quick search.
Oh, here it is. It says a voluntary relinquishment in the context of dental practice involves ceasing to practice and agreeing not to reapply for licensure. Why would you do that if you're a good dentist and you have no issues? Why would you turn it in and not to reapply unless you're retiring, unless you're old and you just, that's it. This decision can have significant long-term effects on your license and career, including immediate cessation of practice and potential legal implications. It is crucial to understand the implications of such a decision before proceeding, as it may lead to complications in the future. So this is saying a voluntary relinquishment is something you really shouldn't do. You should consider it carefully unless you're retiring. But we see where that was the case here, that it was a voluntary relinquishment, meaning that she's turning over her license, but then they withdrew it. They were like, no. And I think I saw something one time, Kevin, where they said that it's something serious. And hold on, definition of let me see if okay. All right, it says key aspects of voluntary relinquishment. The licensee chooses to surrender the license, though this often occurs under pressure from an investigation into professional misconduct. And it says a dental board may offer voluntary relinquishment as an option to settle a complaint instead of proceeding with a hearing that could result in suspension or forced revocation. So it's not a good thing. And it says relinquishing a license is a serious disciplinary action that is reported to national databases. And it goes on, permanent consequences, legal counsel. So this is what we're seeing here, that Dr. LUCHEY Charles was not present for a hearing on voluntary relinquishment. Now, we don't know if it was the department that says, we're offering it to you, or she said, I want it done. One thing we know is that this is a serious matter. Another thing is that the department withdrew the voluntary relinquishment. So we don't know if they offered it to her and then they withdrew it. Really don't know. But we're hearing all kinds of things. Kevin, what the other second document there? So let's just assume that they imposed it on her and then they withdrew it. So something was wrong for them to have done that in the first place, or for her to have done it. Something was wrong, because you just don't get up and just voluntary relinquishment for no reason. Something was wrong. Now, here's what happened. I want to show you something. Remember I showed you that they said Michelle, they showed her name. We have a report, and I just want to show you something. See this? See that? Page 2 of 199 pages. In this report, on an individual by the name of, here we go. And here are all the names that we came up with. We have this one here, Michelle Judith Marie. Look at the combination of names. Here's one, Michelle Judith Marie Charles. Then there's another one, Michelle J. Charles. Then there's another one, Michelle J. LUCHEY Charles. Then Michelle Judith Marie LUCHEY Charles. A whole bunch of, it's a combination of names. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 5 or 6. But the what the report is saying, that all of these, the person using this name, the person with all of these names
is the same person.
It doesn't say that, but it's saying that somebody's doing some stuff here. They're using a whole bunch of, they're using a combination of their names. That might be one person, might be different people. But if you look at it, it says here that from 2000 to 2014, there was a Michelle Judith Marie Charles. From 1995 to 2025, there's a Michelle J. Charles. There's a Michelle J. Luchy Charles 06 2010 to 06 2025. And you can see all the names going on there. It's a combination, a mixture of the names. We don't know if it's the same person. They're saying that this person was born in 1970, and they're 96% sure that it's somebody named Michelle Charles.
And not the other person born in 1950 when?
Another person was born in 1943, and they said no,
1943.
0% that it's this person, because that person is 81 years old. This other person they're talking about is 55 years old. And so what we did was to protect certain things. What we did was we
redacted some information.
Redacted the email. Oh, they said that this person or these people, they had bankruptcies. Here it is right here. Yes. We don't know if it's one or several people over there. They had liens. Yes. They have judgments, yes. They have properties, yes. They have corporate affiliations, yes. They have a criminal history or traffic history, yes. And there's no global what this. So we don't know if it's one person or several people with this name, but we do know that this name pops up in different combination.
Let me ask you this, retired FBI supervisor, Agent, Special Agent Rattigan. In your experience, when there are this many aliases or potential aliases, is that signaling something? Is that a red flag? Is that cause for concern of any kind?
Yeah, it is. If you start seeing, let's say it's one person, because we don't know if it's one person, right? We just did our search on a Michelle Charles, and then we came back with all of these things: Michelle Judith Marie Charles, then Michelle J. Charles, but then we have this Michelle J. Luchy Charles, Michelle Judith Marie Luchy Charles. We don't know if it's one person or several people. We don't know. But what they're saying is that all of these people that you're looking for, we have one person that was born. We have somebody that was born in 1943 with these names. Some of these, and they're saying it's a 0% that's the person you're looking for, because that person is 81. Because we told them we're looking for somebody who's like around, late 40s, 50s. So they said this person can't be that person. Then they said we found somebody 1970, born 1970, and we were 96% sure that that's the person you're looking for. People, this documentation, this report is 199 pages. It is right here, and this is page 2. What we did was to protect whoever it is, and again, it might not be one person. What we did was we redacted the mobile numbers. Here's a number that they said they're 86% sure that the person we're looking for is using this number, but we redacted it. And then it goes down, 67%. Now, it's possible that the same person could have used all of these phones or different people.
At some point.
Yeah, at some point. You could have a phone and you change the number or whatever. You have 2 phones, a business phone or this phone. But then we blacked out the email. Yeah, because this one, I think, is like I said, that we have an email right here that they said they're 96% sure that the person we're looking for is using this email address. So then they said, look, the person you're looking for has had bankruptcies, yes, liens, yes, judgments, yes, properties, yes, corporate affiliations, yes, criminal or traffic issues, yes. All I can tell you, people, is this. This is page 2. We have 197 pages to go. And we're going to go through this. And when we have completed the report or a review of the report, then we will certainly share the results with you. But as of this point, we have somebody or people using a whole, they're combining their names, and these are records. These are records from public sources. We just asked. We just said, look, we want to know who is L.Charles, and they came back and said, here is a list of names used by a person or people with the name L.Charles. And they gave us this thick, fat report. So we're going to go through it because we don't want to accuse the L.Charles, because L.Charles, that's a very common name, I think. So we don't want to confuse that name with that person who's the subject or who's running in the Jamaican election. We don't want to do that and unfairly taint her. We don't want to do that. But all we can say is that we have a whole bunch of names here, and we're not quite sure if it's the same person using all of these names or it's just different people. But the one thing I can assure you is that we are going to review the remaining. We're going to review the remaining. Well, this is page 2, 197 pages. I took. Oh, Missy said Pity didn't come with a photo. Well, I tell you what, Missy, it might as well come with a photo because it's very specific. Some of the pages I've looked at, very specific. That you can tell if the person you're asking about, if that's the person being identified. So we have our work cut out for us. We're also looking at several people in the government. We're looking at several people that we don't know what they've done, what they're doing, but we suspect that there's something going on. And it's only fair that Jamaican people know about their representatives. It's only fair. So, oh wow, time flies. 6 minutes left. And we just reached halfway.